Hello! How are you today? Thanks for joining me. My name is Bert. Thank you for joining Glass and Fire, the Glass and Fire channel, where you get to see me work on glass and try not to burn myself, which hasn't happened. It doesn't happen. I'm too good. So I just want to say hi, and I want to say thank you so much for joining me in my quest to make art. A lot of beautiful glass sea pendants and sea turtles and ocean themed items out of glass, and why I do that and how I do that and where I do it. And I just want to say thank you for subscribing. I'm going to bring more content. My whole goal is to reach out to fellow glass artists and help them to be able to sell their goods, sell it on e-commerce platforms. I know e-commerce pretty well. I have done almost every single one. Big Carta, BigCommerce, Ecwid, Shopify. There's a couple of others out there. Bonanza is another one I did a long time ago. I have to say though, for you guys interested as a fellow artist, the best one for me is Amazon. And they're the most, even though they're most difficult to learn, and they're not easy to get around, they have been the most successful for me. And I hope I can share my success story with you, and maybe it'll pass on to you so that you can reap some rewards out of your art and help you out as much as I can. In the meantime, if you're not interested in that, I'd like you to enjoy what I'm making and guess what I'm making. And see what you think and see if you can do this too. This kind of artwork is called lamp working. Lamp workers are different than offhand worker, and they use a different type of glass. I use what's called a coefficiency 33. That's borosilicate. Fantastic stuff to work with. And I've been doing this since I was a kid. Actually started making my own hummingbirds when I was 12 and started selling them when I was 13 with my dad and in the shopping mall in Colorado. And we would sell across Colorado in the holidays, and I was making money when I was 13 at this. So I love this business. It's my passion. I love the art. I know it's not easy, but it is rewarding. It's worth it. Maybe I can show you here. Trying to make it look professional. Doing my best. Going back to this, trying to sell your own work and get your own work out there. I really hope I can be beneficial to you, fellow artists, and if you're not, even the same. Enjoy this, because it's not easy, and I think you're going to find it pleasantly rewarding when you get into the e-commerce platform and sell on e-commerce. That's the way the world is going, I believe. Living in Mexico, it has made my life a lot easier here by doing so, by being on Amazon. As a glass artist, though, I do miss the one-on-one customer coming up, looking at my artwork, standing right there where you are and saying, wow, that's so cool, I want to buy one. I got to buy it for my girlfriend or my wife or my kids. And they end up buying it, and we have a rapport, and it's nice. But with Amazon, it's just cut and dry. You see it, you like it, ooh-wee, it's fancy, and they buy it. Or same thing with Etsy and other platforms out there. However, it's too much. I'm having too much fun talking and working at the same time. I hope you are too. And again, thank you for coming to my channel, clicking on me, liking me, working with me. I'm going to try to bring as much content as I can that is enjoyable and pleasant and helpful, very helpful to you. Now, I was shocked when I started Amazon, because when I started here in Mexico, I came here not by choice. I came here to help my wife. She's from Mexico, and so I have to help her out and the family, and turned out to be a really good decision because I love it here. I really do. Um, so running a business down here, you do need to get to know the people. Really helps to speak Spanish, but there are places in Mexico where you can get away with not speaking Spanish. Quite a few actually. But there's things as a glass artist you're going to need to know, like where do you buy your oxygen tank, where do you get your propane, things like that, and what's the best company to ship through. For me, FedEx is the best, hands down. In this area where I live, FedEx treats my work with care. I've only had one complaint where the box got crushed or drop kicked or whatever. And even though the box said fragile. Whereas we've shipped before through UPS and other local carriers here in Mexico, and no bueno. No bueno. The other thing too is I'd like to mention is create a rapport with those people, get to know them and be their friend. Um, my FedEx guys, I'm so grateful for them because they create the customs paperwork and they take care of that paperwork for me. It's wonderful. And because of that, occasionally I try to every quarter get them a pizza and yeah, some soda and pizza, or bring them lunch or bring them dinner, because they're hard working for me and they're doing stuff that I just don't have the know-how for, and it's saved my bacon many times doing that. Also with the oxygen guy, get to know your oxygen guy and do the same thing. My oxygen guy comes directly to my house, wheels it right into my studio for me in his Bronco, or sometimes his Volkswagen. Yeah, it's Mexico. I love it. Yeah, he'll have 6 tanks inside a little Volkswagen. It's crazy. Um, yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, he comes over. His family will come over. We'll have a barbecue, Mexican style, or we go over to his house and have a big old barbecue there. Just wonderful, wonderful people to deal with. Friendly, pleasant, but building a rapport is a must. Um, anyways, going back to Amazon. Now, there's two ways to do Amazon. You can do Facilitate by You, which is called FBM, Facilitate by Merchant. And if you do that, it's going to be a lot harder for you living in Mexico. Now, if you're in the United States, it's worth it. FBM can be really good for you, especially doing custom pieces. However, you're responsible to get it out to the customer when you say you are going to get it. Whereas FBA is completely different. It's Facilitate by Amazon. And Facilitate by Amazon means you get their warehouse. Yes, there's a storage fee, but it's peanuts, man. I'm serious. For little pendants like these, it's not much. And that storage fee, if it sits there more than a month, which mine never do, yeah, they'll charge you for it. So it's really worth it. FBA, you deliver it to them, a bulk shipment. I ship out about 24 in a pack at FedEx to their warehouse, and they distribute it to the warehouses, and the customer gets it within a couple of days. And it's just fantastic. Makes life easy, worth it. I have yet to have one not make it to the warehouse, thanks to FedEx and the customs knowing how to do customs. Just give them some pizza, man, or some Mexican tacos. Anyways, pretty cool. Those are the two options that you have to think about if you want to live abroad, or even if you're there and you're living in the United States, which I envy. It's good. In some cases, I envy, not all cases. But anyways, it was good talking with you. I'm glad you enjoyed this. Please come back for more. I'm going to be sending out more. Click the like and subscribe so that you'll get notified for more info about this. Thank you. Take care. Bye.